So Kirk and I are doing a bit of a drill with HEMA, and the situation is that we're going through the different ranges of combat, being long point, half sword, and murder stroke, and being able to respond to the other's position. Each one offers a different angle of entry and defense. So everything has pros and cons, and we're just playing around, experimenting with this. The first drill that we're doing is literally recognizing when someone else is in a position to switch. It's sort of like rock, paper, scissors, and we switch around through each thing to try and counteract what the other person is in. It'll create a pattern after a while, but it's about being able to perceive what your opponent is doing and address it accordingly with the superior position that may offer a better entry. So we're just going to do that drill for a little bit. Okay, so now we're just gonna take turns doing one. I'll be the person that sets my stance. Kirk will then respond with a stance, and I'll come in with an attack from the same stance that I was in, which sort of shows how come each one was advantageous over the other. So if I start off in long point, he would go to half sword to beat that. When I come in for an attack, he's able to parry and then move in. Now, Kirk's going to take the stance, and he's starting off in half sword. So then I'm going to start in murder stroke. When he tries to attack in a half sword situation, I can drop down and murder stroke with that same situation. Or if he, again, we're in the same position, he goes into half sword, and I'm the aggressor at this point. Him trying to block half swording with a heavier end may allow me to land the attack even with the defense. Half swording would be better for the dealing with the blade in that instance, if it's actually being a block, not a parry. So if I can drop down, it may have enough force to hit with that first. So then I'm going to go to murder stroke, and Kirk will go to long point. And when I try to come in with the attack, he's able to use the advantage of long point being faster, more flexible, and articulating around with the different angles, and being able to deal with some stuff. So if I came in with like low, he's able to, again, adapt with that. So it's like rock, paper, scissors in that sense of whatever one he takes, I try to beat it with the other. So we'll just go around each one really quickly. So long point would be weak against half sword, because now when I come into half sword, he's able to create a bigger shield and range of attack. To show that from the other side, boom, and come in. And I can come in low, same thing. He can still half sword it and then come in. Now he's in half sword, so then I come to murder stroke. Murder stroke beats half sword, because in a sense I can also half sword hooking and pulling down and using the pommel for strikes, or to just try to overpower the half sword with the weight and commitment behind a murder stroke. The counterbalancing weight is down here, so this part can generally weigh more than the edge of the sword where it's making impact. But if I go to murder stroke and then Kirk goes a long point, I now have shortened the range of my weapon. So just stand stance. So I have shortened my range of my weapon now. He has the advantage of distance and maneuverability. So now if I come in trying to hit him in the head with it, he can step back, maintain the range, use his range against me, and articulate. So now if I were to come in with a thrust of this, he can move around and parry into a strike, so pretty easily from that position. So this is a fun thing that you guys can try out, is saying which position you're being in, how to beat it with another one, and what you can do as a counter from each position. Now, if you're both in the same position, it's going to be whoever has the more skills, tactics, and luck in that situation. But by all means, this is something to get out there to practice with your HEMA and other martial arts compatibilities. What stances have to offer with one another, and not everything will have a rock, paper, scissors dynamics. Just play around with it, learn as much as you can, and apply. Hope you guys learned something cool.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.